I'm a person who is very sentimental. But the thing that you have to understand about sentiment is that it's very easily swayed. Meaning that, so like, if you find that you're a sentimental person and that it affects your life, as in you find it hard to give stuff away or to move on to better things because you're cherishing old memories, or you're cherishing this and that, or you're holding on to things. Oh my fucking god. Hold up, bro. I thought I actually had a good little fucking hold, but I guess not. If I go like this, no. Come on. Come on. Please fucking stay. Please fucking stay. Anyway. Yeah, if you find that you're just a sentimental person and that it hinders your life, I would say that you gotta realize if you throw away everything in your life, you're gonna be sentimental about different things a year from now. You know? It's not like an actual persisting thing that has value, sentiment. And once you take that away from your life, there's something that's permanently gotten taken away from your life. Sentiment, or just what's the word? Like what's the word when you are like cherishing things in the past, like you're reminiscing? What's the word? The fuck is the word? Nostalgic. You gotta understand that sentimentality, nostalgia, there's a spider web. These are feelings, and it's just something that's always going to be around. It's just a feeling that it's something that you're always going to feel about whatever is in your life at the present moment, or whatever was, in recent memory. And it's like you find yourself reminiscing about times that fucking sucked. Like, I'm trying to think of an example of the last time I actually felt false nostalgia. Well, like right now, like 2 days ago, I came to this place where I'm only staying here for like a week before my flight to Mongolia, and I used to live here for like 2 years. Had a couple different jobs here, and oh yeah, when I was driving in, a random dude from the internet drove me from Chicago to here. Long story. Shout out Shay. We were driving, and I didn't think I would miss this place. And because I fucking hate the South. I despise the South. we're driving in at night, and we're just coming down this one road, this one familiar road, and then I opened the window and I smelled the air and just the feeling, something in the air. It was sweet and earthy, and like it had humidity, but not humidity because it was cool. It was like it just had like substance and strength. And I was like, oh, I missed this. It's something about coming back. It was comforting, and like some part of me actually did miss it, right? But do I miss this place? Not really. Did I enjoy my time here? Not at all. I mean, not at all. I think the South is a horrible place. The climate, the bugs, gators, whatever. This is a small town. There's nothing to do. The people are not nice. Southern hospitality is a myth. I made one friend here the entire time that I lived down here, bro. For real. But nevertheless, I found myself missing it. But it's like, you gotta have this realization. You gotta have the realization of, oh, nostalgia, sentimentality, this is all, yeah, it makes you human, and it's something to feel, and it's something to appreciate, but it's also a trickster, and it's something a lot of times fake and much more kind of I don't know, but easily dispersed than you would think. It's like a fog that you can kind of just shoo away, Well, let me try to remedy this cobweb situation. Fucking hold on. 'Cause I'm trying to. Are there any spiders here? I think we're all good. But yeah. But you have to have the realization that, oh, all of this nostalgia and sentimentality serves to blind me. And I have to keep moving through life. It's like, it's nice that it's there, it makes everything like a Disney movie, but you just have to learn. You gotta figure out, logically, okay, where am I going? What do I actually want to do? And then any sort of bittersweet, I keep saying the same words over and over again, but sentimentality, nostalgia, man, you just have to blow through that like it's nothing. Because it is nothing. It's nothing. Honestly. And that's a huge obstacle for me. But every time, I've never gotten to a point in my life where, like, I threw away or I gave away an old possession that was really hard for me. And then down the line, I truly, truly regretted it in my heart, or like remembered it. Or, I don't know. Anytime that I've gone against my, I don't know. Any time that I've gone against my, just feeling sentimental, wanting to hold on to to this or that. Even if it's relationships, you don't want to see people, like human beings, as something to discard or move on from. But sometimes, it's like, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, it's like you could be holding on literally just because of memories you have with someone, or just because of a number. Oh, I've been with this person for 7 years, and you're miserable. Like, it doesn't fucking mean anything, But anytime in my life that I've ignored that, just that emotional side, and I've gone through with, okay, no, this is what I need to do. I don't think I've ever regretted it. And I'm not telling you to discount emotion in your life and work based off of logic, like as if you're a being of pure logic, because that's not real, that's not attainable, and it doesn't exist. You're not fucking Spock, you're not Sheldon Cooper, unless you're like a fucking autist. But I'm telling you, you gotta ignore a certain type of emotion. I digest. And that ties in with something. Last night I was at a get together. It was the World Cup, U.S. versus Bosnia. I actually like Bosnia, but of course I'm going for U.S. I don't watch soccer. And there was this dude. And he just seemed like and he had kids, and his kids were running around loud. And he seemed like a nice guy. And they were, us dudes were outside by the grill, and he was telling me, we were talking about my trip to Mongolia and whatever. They were asking me about it. And he gave me a piece of advice, right? He's over a decade older than me. He's like 36. He told me, he's like, the only advice I can give you, just keep going. No matter what, do not stop, keep going. Whatever it is in your life, traveling, a new corporate job, relationship, whatever, man, just keep going. Do not stop. And that's what he told me. And I was really thinking about it. And it is kind of generic advice, and sometimes I get into this thing where I don't listen to people because I feel like I've heard it all, and I kind of have to where it takes a lot. It really, for somebody, like a piece of advice, or like a piece of wisdom, to actually impact me, I feel like it has to be something genius or novel or something that I haven't heard before. But sometimes it's not about hearing something like mind-blowing that you've never heard before. Sometimes it's just about hearing something that's true and that you need to hear in that moment, and just choosing to listen. And so I sat there and I chose to listen to him and really try to take in what he was saying. And he's right, bro. You gotta keep going. And here, I'll turn it. Maybe get the lake a little bit more. Yeah, this is good. This is nice. And I found out later on the ride home that guy lost his wife 7 months ago. His or the mother of his children died. She got killed by a drunk driver 7 months ago on his birthday. And you would never know. He's a perfectly nice, jolly guy. Everyone there was like super. I mean, they all knew each other. I didn't know any of them. And I'm kind of a quiet. I'm not a super social guy anyway. Like, I'm kind of quiet. So it was a little bit hard for me, but it was okay. It wasn't that awkward. I feel like I'm getting better at socializing and just hanging out, like, as I become a grown man. So yeah. There's a sign that says alligators here, and I don't know how true. I mean, I know there have been alligators here, at least one in either this one or the other pond over here. But yeah, I don't know if it's like a common thing or not. Also, it's 90 degrees out right now. Even the fucking ducks aren't anywhere to be seen, which is kind of weird. There's always ducks and I think geese in this pond. But I haven't been here in a couple years, or I haven't been here in like a year and a half. And I wonder, are there alligators here now that drove the ducks away? Because where would they be on a hot day if not in the water? Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know? I don't know. Something I was thinking about earlier is that I've trapped myself in a prison that doesn't exist. And one of my biggest issues is just the stress and the chaos in my head, and feeling like I have so much to do. Like, I just have so much to do in my head. I feel like I have to do like everything in the universe, and I can't ever get around to it. And I just have this giant, like, scrolling to-do list in my head and in my phone, actually. And I never do any of it. And it just causes immense stress and psychological pressure. And I was thinking, bro, isn't it so funny? Isn't it so funny, right? I just created this bullshit out of nowhere. And the reason I've trapped myself in this cage of like having to do shit, all of the shit that I have to get done, right? And I say that I'm trapped because it prevents me from feeling like I'm free to do whatever I want, whatever that means. And it also the stress that it causes me. I'm not free from that. But I realized it's all bullshit. Number one, because I probably don't have as much to do as I think that I do. It's just that I've postponed it for so long, and I just let it build up in my head. And number two, you don't have to do anything as a human being. You simply don't have to. We think that we're these, well, we don't think of ourselves as being modern creatures. We simply kind of like are. We think that we are without knowing that we're thinking that we are. But we think that we're these modern creatures, and like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta pay the rent, gotta go to the grocery store, gotta get these products, and oh, my name is Charles. I do this and this in my morning routine, and before bed I do this, and I eat these things, and I don't eat those things, and you gotta go to work and do this and that at work, and go to school, and oh, what's your career trajectory, and what do you want to do with your life, and how are you spending your free time? Oh, are you gonna build a business? Oh, you gotta feed the pets. Oh, you gotta mow the fucking grass. You gotta trim your toenails. And it's like, it's too much. Even the very basics of life are too much. And we're not supposed to be doing any of it. Dude, we're animals. Bro, you're an animal. Do you understand? It's like, I'm trying not to get too goatus on you here, but he's in my head a lot these days. Do you realize that human beings in our natural state, we are literally like biologically evolutionarily not supposed to do anything except chill and hunt and fuck, sorry for the vulgarity, and run for your life if you have to. Find water, migrate if the climate changes, you know? And this goes for every single organism, more or less, on planet Earth. Not even more or less. That's just an actual absolute statement. Every single organism on planet Earth just has to worry about, how do you not die, how do you reproduce, and what do you need to stay alive? I mean, if there's an animal that does anything beyond that, you can let me know. I don't, like, there's animals that have more complex social behaviors, I would assume, like elephants or dolphins. But even dolphins that apparently play, and they also rape, stuff like that. They're not, I'm saying they're not doing anything, but they're not doing anything higher. They're still just swimming around and eating and mating and whatever. Like, that's literally what they're doing. And it's like, as a human being, I realized I have all these things that I have to do. All these things that I've built up in my head that I'm supposed to do with my life, that I'm supposed to get done. Some of them they've either been building for my entire life, or for a couple years, or since just very recently. It's all just different shit in my head. And as a human being, I have the very real option to just throw them all away at a moment's notice, and do whatever I want. Like, I don't have to do anything except get food and live, you know? And it's like, right, I'm going to Mongolia in 5 days. Technically, I'll be there in 8 days. And it's so much shit on my mind. Like, what I gotta prepare to go over there. I was trying to learn Mongolian, like the language. What am I gonna do once I'm over there? And then what do I have to get done before I get over there? I got other videos I need to edit. I got shit I gotta take care of with my bank. There's money stuff that I gotta figure out. See, I don't even remember. I got a whole list of shit. And especially when I was back in Chicago, I mean, I wrapped up, I guess, some stuff because I left. But especially when I was back in Chicago, dude, I had financial issues, legal issues. I didn't know I was homeless for periods of time. I didn't know how I was gonna get out of the state. I was having a war with my landlord. And then there's, how am I eating? What am I doing to take care of my health? Oh, exercise. Oh, my looks. Oh, my hair. Oh, my clothes. Oh. Oh, my social life. I mean, and everything I've named isn't even like half or a fourth of the shit. I just feel like I have all this shit. I have all this shit. I have all just this shit piling up. This is like making noise now. But and it's just too, and you know, for somebody who has so much on their plate and is so stressed, you would think that I'd be pretty busy on a daily basis, but no. I literally consistently spend 12 or 20 hours a day on my phone, just doom scrolling, doing absolutely nothing, and just actually rotting in my brain and in despair. And you know, whenever I have free time, it's like, and then I'll go work for, 70 hours a week, like 7 days a week. I'm working in a warehouse, and then I get free time again, and then I'm back to just rotting, like. And then I get even more stressed because I have so much shit to do, and not only am I not doing it, I'm not doing anything at all. Literally. Fuck, dude. It's fucked. And I'm a human being. Like, I actually don't have to do anything. I don't know if that means anything valuable, because I'm not gonna actually act upon my own observation and proceed to do nothing with my life and throw away everything I have right now, throw away all my things I had to do, or all of my goals, or whatever, all the things that are stressing me out. Am I actually gonna do that? No. And I don't even know I don't even know what the aftermath would look like. I don't even know because I don't have anything else to do with my life, And to be honest, peace almost sounds worse than stress. Because at least if you're stressing, something's happening in your life, you're trying to do something, there's the possibility that you can go somewhere. Or at least in my life, there's the possibility that I can randomly decide to lock in and change my life, like I tell myself that I will do it every single day. But peace is so boring. I think that if I was truly, like, if I was right here, right? If I was right here for the rest of my life in this little oasis, and for the rest of my life I just lived right here, and I ate some fruit that's growing, and I ate some rabbits and some ducks, and I could just live here in perfect harmony and safety and health for the rest of my life. That sounds like a nightmare. Because it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I just don't appreciate peace and tranquility at all. I'm not gonna say at all, because like, this is nice right now, but it wouldn't be nice if I was here for a long time. I'd be like, okay, let me get up and do something, bro. Let me on YouTube Shorts, like, goddamn. And that's part of the reason why I'm scared of heaven. Why heaven is really, really disturbing to me. And I am a Christian, but I'm in a lot of turmoil with my faith. And it's new, and I always have been. And we'll see where I end up on the other side, but you know, they talk about heaven. You know, heaven to me, and again, there's a reason why I as a mortal am not designing heaven, right? It's not like, oh, I want this perfect, I believe in God and I want God to give me this perfect place, but I want God to give me not perfection, but my idea of perfection. I don't want like a divine version of perfection. I want my flawed mortal conception of what heaven should be like. That doesn't work. Because it's like, what the fuck? You already know you're not a perfect being. So how do you really think you know what your perfect place would be like? But anyway, regardless, to my human tastes, right? I think of heaven as like, I think of heaven basically just like the real world. Just like the real world. But no, people aren't cruel to each other. It's kind of like, it's like the real world, but in creative mode, you know? Or maybe peaceful mode or something, or like you get to live your life again. You get to live your life again, but kind of on easy mode. And maybe you have money, and maybe you're super good looking, and everything comes to you easily, and you can get in fights, but you won't get injured, and you know, just like you're living just like in the real world, but it's not as horrible, and you have cheat codes, and the stakes aren't so high. Maybe that's what I think of as heaven. And what I mean by the word heaven is like, if I had to be in a place for eternity, what would it look like? That's kind of what my idea of what it would look like. But the biblical description of heaven is nothing like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know they say, well, Saint Thomas Aquinas said that animals will not go into heaven. And I also believe that if your loved ones don't make it, if your loved ones don't get into heaven, you will not remember them. And everything is beautiful, and everyone gets their own mansion, like everyone gets their dream house. And I think they describe like different geometric patterns. There's like, and again, somebody else showed me this to me, and I was very skeptical because AI and heaven shouldn't mix. But my friend showed me an AI generation of what heaven might look like based on what is the details that are actually given about it from the Bible. And it was like an AI generation. And it kind of just looked like Dubai. I don't know, it was just a bunch of like white marble and like pretty architecture and gold and stuff like that. And it was just kind of like the fanciest resort or the fanciest house you've ever seen in your life. And I was like, man, that looks horrible. I just can't even fathom that, you know? This is the thing. If heaven is just a place where there's peace, it's just peace forever. And I don't even know what that means. It's just peace and tranquility forever. Peace and tranquility, when I've been the happiest in my life, it's not when I was at peace and tranquil. It's when I was laughing or something exciting was happening. The best feelings that I've had in my life have been excitement, laughter, adventure, and then there's pleasure, sex, food, I guess. Well, nowadays I actually don't enjoy sex or food that much, to be honest. And it makes me ashamed to say this, but when I imagine a world in which there's no war, there's no anger or conflict at all, and there's nothing, a place where there's no edge to life, I just don't know who I would be. I don't know what I would do. It just sounds horrible. That just sounds horrible to me. Like I need some. That's why I like angry music. I like having in life things to fight against and things to be angry at. I don't know what that is for you. Whether it's the fucking I don't know. If it's capitalism or the Epstein files or the patriarchy or that guy who works at Circle K, whatever it is in your life that you're mad at. Don't you like having something to be. It's not that you like being angry, that you like the feeling of being angry or pissed off or unhappiness. It's that, don't you want to be invested enough in this life that you're like, you give a damn about something? For years I wore a pendant around my neck that said give a damn. It broke. I have it somewhere. It just said give a damn. And that's it. And it's like, I just want to give a damn, bro. And I don't know, it's fucked up. I want there to be a war to fight. It's like when a soldier comes out of a war and now he has no purpose, he has no war to fight. That's how I feel like I would be in heaven. It's like I don't know if there's nothing, and not even, it doesn't have to be war, but it's like it doesn't have to be war, or it doesn't even have to be super fucked up shit in the world, but it's like I'd imagine there's no violence in heaven, right? Like you can't like run a friendly fade, or like there's no music talking about shooting people. I'd imagine not. And it's like, fuck, that would suck, dude. I'm talking about edge. I'm talking about the concept of edge. That's all I'm talking about. just the concept of life having an edge, just something. It's not all fucking sunshine and rainbows. And as much as we all like to pretend, I won't speak for everyone, I'll speak for myself. As much as I like to pretend, it's not even pretending, but I want to fix this or that. It's like everything that I dislike about the world, would I genuinely like to see it fixed? Yes. Would I like to see the world become a perfect place? Yes. But then in reality, no, because it's like, if the world actually became sunshine and rainbows, like I theoretically want it to become, if there was no edge to life, if there weren't any bad things happening in life at all, no bad feelings at all, wouldn't that be boring? I mean, wouldn't that be boring? I mean, and not just, but like actually unbelievably boring. Like, I don't know, it just makes me concerned, because the version of heaven, I don't know, bro. The version of heaven that they want to sell me, it doesn't sound like something I'd enjoy. But I don't think I get a bunch of choices. It's not like hey, here's multiple choice, where do you want to go? You're either going and I don't want to go as much as the gay ass atheists will say, oh, I want to go to hell. Hell is like a big party. All the fun people go to hell. Hell is gonna be a big party with bitches shaking ass. I hate when people say that, or even when they joke about it like that. It's like, you fucking retard. You're an actual retard. You're gonna be getting raped in the ass by a demon forever. I don't know, maybe you want that, bro. I don't know. Fuck, dude. Sometimes I feel like I need a fucking cigarette, but I don't smoke. Only when I drink. And I don't drink. Only when I go out. Which is rarely. Yesterday I drank 2 beers, which is unusual for me. And then a couple days before that I went to a party and I got drunk, which is the first time I had done that probably in months. So I don't drink. Literally in my day-to-day life, which is probably like I don't know how often do I actually go out and drink. Is like a couple times a year, less than 10 times a year for sure. I don't know how many times I got drunk in fucking 2026, 5, I don't know. But in my day-to-day life, I do not drink, ever, smoke, anything, ever, vape, ever, nothing. And then when I go out, but when I do drink, like I'm trying to black out, bro. So it's like one or the other for me, bro. Like, I don't drink ever, and then when I do drink, I'm trying to get fucked up because I don't see the point otherwise. Except last night, I don't like beer. I don't like alcohol at all, but if I do drink, I'm trying to drink hard liquor. Like 99s, if you know. I was drinking like Cuts and shit, and I had a Buzzball, but that was just shit that I already had in the fridge. But no, last night I drank 2 beers, and those were actually good. I'm not usually a beer guy, but I came in. He offered me a beer. I guess they had Miller Lite. I had 2 Miller Lights. I drank one of them with with the burger. And it's like, I don't like beer, but occasionally I get it. Like, occasionally, for whatever reason, I'll be in a certain scenario, and I'll just drink a beer, and I'll understand it. Like, yeah, this is good. But the majority of the time, I'm like, bro, this shit is nasty. Give me a water. Give me a fucking Coca-Cola, bro. I'm trying to, like, I don't know why my voice is getting kind of uncomfortable. Like, I'm talking like this, and I feel like, then I try to raise it up. And, like, talk up here a little bit more, and it feels like I don't know. Fuck. Like, I'm experiencing twink death, bro. I really am experiencing twink death. Like, I really am becoming a grown man. And I'm not handling it well. I can't cope, dude. Thankfully, I still look young, like, especially without the glasses, like, whatever, but fuck, dude. I don't want to get old. I don't want to be a grown man. I don't want to be a fucking man. I want to be a kid. I literally want to be a kid forever, bro. Fuck. I want to be like, if I could pick an age, probably 21, 22 forever, or 18, 19, it doesn't matter. But if I could pick an age if I could pick a year in my life, and I want you to think about this, if you could pick 1 year of your life in terms of one age, I would say, in terms of this age, right? Like the 365 days that you were 17 or 14 or 46. If you could pick an age in your life to live forever, or to live just, let's say, for the rest of your life, meaning that you will remain in that physical state and appearance and whatever you had going on at the time, not necessarily the specifics, but the level of exciting shit that you had going on, or whether or not you were getting women or dudes, or whatever your social life was like, or hobbies, whatever you had going on, you can interpret that however you want. Whatever you had going on in your life at the time, it would generally remain the same. What age would you pick? I would say 17. I'd probably say 17. I probably would. Not that I don't think I've had any age in my life that was a super good year for me. I mean, honestly, bro, fuck that. I go back to I haven't been happy. I haven't experienced a state of being that was just like, okay, almost all the time I'm happy, or at least okay, feeling normal. I haven't experienced that since the age of 11. I don't fucking know. I mean, I probably started being depressed and miserable. I started probably being depressed when I was 12 or 13. I don't know if I might have been angsty like far before that. I have no idea, dude. And then I just kind of never got over it. But there's some child crying over there. But yeah, my phone is about to die. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Two more things, actually, if I have the time. Oh yeah, I'm overly good. One is that those people who climbed the Empire State Building, I guess. The couple, the dude and the woman, and they flew the flag that said, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world shall know peace." Something like that. And everyone's like praising them and saying, "Oh, like that was such a, or that's so powerful." I don't know. I don't want to be the fucking party pooper, or like, I'm not trying to be, actually, but is that a fucking gator? I just saw something, I guess, disappear under the water. That might be a gator, I have no idea. Anyway, I'll just keep an eye out, but I think that number one, I don't understand what they were trying to achieve. And number two, that's a generic message that doesn't really mean or do anything. They could, I don't know. Like they had the world stage, and they couldn't. The only thing that they did all that, they planned whatever they had to plan to get up there and get on. They went through all the effort. They got arrested. Who knows what's gonna happen to them? They went through all this just to get out some generic hippy dippy message that is going to accomplish literally nothing. I mean, exactly nothing at all. That is the precise measurement of the impact they had on the world. It's a nice message, and it's true and whatever, but it's like, what the fuck? And this is also the thing that I'm very suspicious of. What did they actually want? The people doing that, what did they want in terms of, what did they're like, we're gonna do this for what reasons? What were they hoping to get out of it? Was it the attention and just to be famous and for everybody in the world to admire you, and you want that feeling? Is that, because that's what it seems to me. Like, that just seems logical. Like, I don't like it. Yeah, everyone is gonna, we're gonna become like the picture of this perfect, like, idealistic, rebellious Bonnie and Clyde, everything. Oh, it's like a movie. It's like, and like people are lauding them and admiring them, but it's like they accomplished exactly nothing. They had to have known that that their message was going to accomplish literally nothing. And they had to have known that they personally were going to get a lot of attention and admiration. And I'm trying to figure out the equation, the math in their head from their perspective. It just seems you're just doing that for, I hate to use the word performative. I hate that word. I hate people using it all the time. It's a buzzword. Is that not performative? I don't want to, whatever, bro. I mean, it's cool. I don't know, but I'm conflicted. It's cool. It's a cool thing to do, and I like it when cool things happen in the world. But it just seems like you did literally nothing. Like, you did actually nothing. You should have. Even saying, like, I don't fucking know, bro. Trump is a pedophile. I don't know. hey, don't ask me. I'm not the brainstorming. I'm not the marketing guy around here. Just throwing it out there. Last thing I wanted to talk about is I came here, like I said 2 days ago, and I stopped at the Walmart to get some stuff. And as I was leaving, it's Walmart I used to work at, and I worked there like 2 years ago, or more than 2 years ago. It could have been three, yeah, more than 2 years ago. And I worked the night shift, overnight stocking, and I came out like right before the store was closing, and this dude was walking in, and instantly I recognized him. It's like you recognize a person, and you recognize them a couple seconds before you even realize what you recognize them from. I passed this guy, and I used to work with him. His name's Javier, or Eduardo, something, I don't know. I didn't know him that well, like, not at all, but we just kind of used to work together. And it made me, I just realized, a couple years have passed. He was there before I came there, and then I came there, and I worked there, and I left. And I don't know if that was before or after I had gone to South America and everything, but regardless, I went to Detroit, then I went to Chicago and did a bunch of stuff. Now I'm coming back. Now I'm going to Mongolia, and a couple years have passed, and he's in the same place, working the same shift at the same job, and his life hasn't moved at all. And I'm not saying that as a superiority thing. I'm not trying to be like, oh, my life is so great and exciting. It honestly has not been great, and most of the time has not been exciting, although there have been high points. But it just makes me sad. I mean, it just makes me sad. And I worked at Walmart as well in Chicago, and this guy, I think he'd been working there for 10 years, dude. I'm not gonna say his name, but like, I saw this old name tag sitting there. This was before I knew who he was, and it said 5+ years. It scared me. It was like a jump scare. It was like Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like 5+ years working at Walmart. And then I met the guy, and I started working with him, and his new badge, it said 10 years. He's been working, I don't know if probably that specific location, I don't even know, but he's been working at Walmart for and he's kind of a young guy. He's been at Walmart for a decade. Isn't that unbelievable? I mean, dude, that is so, like, that is so, like, it's like it makes your stomach drop. It's like, it's terrifying. It's like, that is terrifying. Like a horror movie, that's terrifying. And then this guy, and I came back, and I was just kind of, those types of things make me sad, but just 1 or 2 days ago when I passed that guy and I saw him, I actually didn't get sad in the moment. I just kind of, it was just a reflection and a recognition. I was like, I don't know, I just left the store. I worked with that guy 2 years ago, and he's still here. That's fucking crazy. And it is fucking crazy, dude. Anyway, my phone's about to die. I technically left well, whatever. Never mind. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting kind of sweaty, so. Oh, and the sun's starting to finally shine on me. So yeah. I don't know. But I want you to think about one thing. If you had an opportunity to, and I'm not speaking, it could be literal, but I'm using this as a metaphor. If you had your opportunity to fly a message from the top of a skyscraper and tell the world one thing, just if you had the opportunity to tell the world one thing, what would you tell them?